Hello.
Just a minute. You want to go on here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you got your little blue strap. Yep, okay. Okay, you come with me. Go down back. Okay, so this is a patrol boat.
Okay.
We'll get a bit of a group. Right. We'll get these people. Okay, come over here. Now, how much English do we have? English?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is a patrol boat. There were 20 of these made in northern Queensland in the late 1960s, and their job was to patrol the water across northern Australia.
Okay.
And they were there to get illegal fishing boats, refugee boats. This one actually tracked a Russian spy ship across the top.
Okay.
So they had 19 people on board, 16 sailors and 3 officers.
Okay.
The sailors lived under here, so that's where they went in.
Okay.
That's their front door. And the officers were up in the front part, in the bow. And the engines, 2 big engines in the middle, 16-cylinder diesel engines in the middle. They carried a couple of guns, so here they have a twin 50 caliber machine gun, and up on the bow there's a big 40mm Bofors, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. This is a flare launcher, so it fires those big parachute magnesium flares, turns night into day. They had that runabout, and that was used to board other boats and to go ashore and for picking up supplies. So they would launch the boat with that crane, and the crane was also used to load supplies onto the boat. Now we'll go up the stair to the fly bridge and see how the boat was controlled. Come on in. We got everyone? We all here? You can see from all the little stairs and ladders that the 19 crew were all fit young men, and they were all men back then. In the newer boats they have men and women, but these were just young men and pretty fit. Okay, so here is where the boat was controlled from during normal patrol times. Okay, so we've got engine controls, port and starboard engines. We've got the helm here. this is a compass. It's a repeater from a gyro compass, which is down below. We've got signal lights, and we've got signal flags. So all of these ropes you see here are for hoisting the flags in. The captain always sits here on the starboard side, and the captain doesn't actually do anything, he just gives orders. And you'll see this on most of the Navy ships, all these speaking tubes. There's two over here for the captain, and they're here for if the ship is hit by a rocket or a missile and all the electrics are taken out, then you can still communicate with down below through the speaking tubes. And you'll see these even on the submarine. And there's quite a lot on the destroyer. So if we're patrolling along and they see something that they have to look after, they'll call action stations, and then the captain and others will head down here. So I'll go down here, go down backwards. Okay, so come on in. Now, we wouldn't have as many people as this. Okay, so they've called action stations, so they'd close all those doors. If it's night, it'd be dark except for the the red lights, like a photographic dark room. And the captain would be here working out what to do. So like above, engine controls, helmsman, compasses. Now this boat has never been fully decommissioned, so we've got the controls covered up.
So actually these are still working?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, if we wanted to. It hasn't been fired up for a while.
I see.
But it could theoretically be fueled up and then...
This telephone was used at that time?
It's internal communications. Yeah.
For internal. Oh.
Yeah. Now, so this is the control room. We've got radar, depth sounder, radio frequencies, navigation table, dark light, things to hang on to when the boat's really going. Its top speed is about 25 knots, so it goes pretty quick and it bounces around. It's very light. So it's designed for high-speed pursuit. The hull is built in steel and everything else above is aluminium. So it can go very fast, and you'll see it's expected to have a lot of water across the deck, and I'll show you the evidence of that later. These compasses, this one and that one, are for local navigation because these are affected by magnetic variation. This is a gyro compass, and these were used quite extensively until the advent of satellites. But when these are configured and running, it's got a spinning disc, and when it's set up, it points to true north. So it's not affected by magnetic variation, and you can use the information from here onto a grid chart. Okay, so you don't have to make calculations for magnetic variation, which changes all around the country. So in Sydney, the magnetic variation is 13 degrees east, but when you get up across the top of the country, it's much bigger. So the next one we'll look at is down here, and we can see where the officers live.
对，这个应该就是纯机械的，所以，但是它这个好像是要放电的，所以它，比如说是来。
That's a pretty big space for 18 people.
For
Oh, that's a pretty big space for 19 people.
well, that's the officers'
Oh,
accommodation.
I see.
Oh,
So there's only 3 officers,
That's why.
and
Yeah.
the captain's cabin is the first one on this side.
Oh.
Now you'll see on all of the Navy ships that the captain's cabin is put as close as possible to the control room, and there's a speaking tube that goes from 2 or 3 different places, but lands right next to his bed.
oh.
And you'll see that on the destroyer and on the submarine, that the captain is right next to where he has to be when something happens. Okay, now through here is the officers' wardroom. So this is where the officers would meet, they'd have their meals, and they would work out their strategy for the mission. And you can see by the size of these combings how much water is expected to go across the deck.
Oh.
Right, so it's a very wet boat and it's very fast.
这个是水位可以一直到这儿。
哦，正常小船，你小船开肯定会进水。可以进这么多，那进这么多。
If the water is over there,
Yeah. Waves and things coming across the
Yeah, yeah.
If you
I think yeah, there's.
Okay, so this is a 40mm Bofors gun. It's the same gun that you can see on the side of the destroyer. Okay, so same ammunition, same mechanism, same way of operating.
Yeah.
The magazine with all the shells is down below, and they come up in that little red chute. They get handed into the gun and then fired. So there's a crew of about 4 people there. The captain is up there, he can see what's happening on the foredeck, and he orders the gun to fire. But it's a totally manual, okay? So it's aimed through here. There's a big sailor sitting in the chair. But on the other ships, it's there's a lot more technology in controlling the gun. Over here, this is the anchoring gear. Now, when this boat was in Darwin in '74, Cyclone Tracy came through, and there were 3 of these boats. One of them was sitting at anchor and had 2 or 3 anchors out, and the cyclone ripped this gear out of the deck and blew the boat into the harbour. The captain managed to get the boat near a wharf. He saved everyone except one man who was crushed between the boat and the wharf. But the cyclone was so strong that it ripped that out of the deck. Pretty big deal. Now, the last thing we'll look at is the access to the engine room and the galley. Okay, now if you go up in there are 2 doors. One is the galley and the other is the access to the engine room. Now the interesting thing is to look at the size of the galley for 19 people. And if you go on the submarine, look at the galley for 70. And the galley on the sub is about this big. And this one is bigger than my kitchen at home. So head up and have a look, and then we'll come back here.
Oh,
You go first.
thank,
cameraman.
thank. It's closed.
Yeah. Oh, it's closed.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Can I have a look? Thank you. It's just the way we came.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. 我要往前看。我真是。
It's closed in front.
Okay.
Don't go downstairs.
So down here, this is the engine room. So that's a permanent ventilation for the engine room. And this is the other access to the crew accommodation. So there's 16 guys down the back here. They sleep in multi-level bunks like the Submarine or the other ship. And there's also room here to use the crane to load supplies down into the bottom of the boat. So that is a patrol boat. They're very light. They were built quickly and cheaply, and they were almost like a throwaway boat. Once the mission had finished, the patrolling mission across the top, the next generation of patrol boats you'll see are much bigger, with a slightly different mission. They travel further offshore, and they carry quite a lot more crew. But they have women on the crew and a whole different setup. But these filled in a bit of a gap in Australia's northern protection.
You served in the Navy?
No, I didn't. No.
我们要抓紧时间去。那个好像是前途。
Thank you.